Hello and welcome to Easy Fractions Lesson 4 Identification. For the objectives, you will be learning on this lesson how to illustrate different fractions concretely, and then create mastery self-video on identification of fractions, and finally answer independently activity pages on the worksheets. For the materials, you will still be using the same kit, but this time you need to use pencil. Work on pages 53 and 54 of your worksheets. And here's what you need to do. First, solve the fractions drill on page 53 of your worksheets using your hands-on fractions kit. And then answer independently all items in the activity sheets. For your hands-on time, performance tasks output. There are two, activity 4A and activity 4B. For activity 4A, fractions identification, what you need to do is you need to do a self video while you're pointing and identifying all the fractions that you've made on pages 53 and 54. Then submit the video to Dojo. Now for activity 4B worksheets time, answer the 2 pages of activities on your set 1 worksheets. Take pictures for each page, meaning kada isa nga page nga inyong gi-ansiran, mo inyong picturan, and then submit it also one by one sa Dojo. So here's the lesson for fractions identification. On page 53, on the uppermost part, makita ninyo ang example that you will follow sa unsa inyong buhaton to the rest of the page. Now, there are 2 squares that you can see. When you're working on this one, I want you to use your hands-on kit, your fractions hands-on kit. Now, you will set up whatever is asked for sa inyong worksheets. Now, right here, it represents the rod, white rod number 1. So sa actual, sa inyong grid template, it looks like this. So one white rod is on top and the other one is below. So sa inyong paper sa worksheets, kaning white rod sa ibabaw will be this, and the white rod below will be that one. Now, what is the value of this? For the upper rod, that's 1, and for the lower rod, that is also 1. So notice the line sa right side. That is the line that you use pag maghimo na ta sa atong number symbols and fractions. Now, to write these 2 rods, it will look like this. 1 over, you read the line as over 1. So this is 1 over 1, and that is your fraction. That is your number symbols fraction. Okay, let's go to the next example. You will see on your worksheet nga naay duha ka white rod sa ibabaw ug naa dayon red rod sa ubos. Now use again your hands-on kit and it will look like this. Remember sa katong atong exercise sa equivalence? Now, ang duha ka white rod is equivalent to 1 whole na red rod. Meaning to say, ang isa ka rod na ay duha di ay katagwan. So when you write it here, you will do this. See? The 2 rods is represented sa duha ka square nga naa sa ibabaw sa red. And you will write 1 value for that and 1 value for the other one. Now, the red rod is represented by the rectangle na red rod. And you will write the number, what is this rod? 2. Write the number 2 sa oval. Just like this. So now, if you add up ang duha, 1 plus 1 equals 2 over 2. Now that is your fraction sa second example. So here's the So here's the recap for our lesson today. Fractions as number symbols, gani ka nang isuwat na makita nyo, 1 or 2, mo na yung mga number symbols. They look like this pag magsulat ka og fraction. 1 sa ibabaw, meaning the number. This is the example. And then you see the line right there in between sa duha ka number. Mao na ang symbol sa fraction. And you read it as 1 over 1. Or 2 over 2. And a lot more. Kaya daghan naman yung gibuhat kaganina or before this page. So, this is all for the first introduction sa atong lesson on the identification, and we will have more of this sa mga musunod nga lesson. I'll see you then.